Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and this is the OnePlus Watch 3. It's available today starting at $329.99 in the USA, so I thought we'd take a look at it, see what's new, and what it has to offer. So this on the back really has nothing here other than the serial number and the model and things like that, but this is available now, like I said. Let's go ahead and open it up. So we'll unbox it here with my unboxing knife. There we are. Take the wrapper off of it. And let's take the top off the box. And here's the watch itself. So it has a couple things on the front. We'll take a look at that in just a moment, closer up. But let's see what comes in the box. So if we take the top off here, it looks like we've got some documentation on this side. Let's see what we've got in here. And it just says user manual. So that's all we've got here on how you can use it. And then on the other side, I would imagine there's a charger in here. Let's take a look. And it looks like we have a charger. So we have a USB-A to USB-C cable. So let's remove this here. You'll see USB-A to USB-C, and then also an adapter that goes under the watch. So the nice thing is it looks like you can change out the cable if you need to. So it's USB-C, connects to the watch, and then if you wanted a longer length cable or something else, you could use that. Let me set this aside and we'll take a closer look at the watch itself. So you'll see right away it says NFC detection area at the top. We've got a new crown here, and then it says lower button, power on, and it says the NFC signal is stronger at the top. So it's just giving us an idea of what it looks like. Let's take a look around the outside and then we'll power it on. So we'll open up the band here. This is just a rubber band. So it's got a little bit of texture in it, as you can see here. You'll see it says sports floral rubber strap. So it says, please dry it in time after exercise. Liquid residue such as sweat may irritate the skin. Please rinse well after exercise, dry before wearing. So let's remove this. And then on the bottom here, it looks like we've got a protective cover here. So underneath we have our little pogo pin charging adapters. You'll see the serial number information. It says OnePlus. And then on this side, above the sensor, you'll see it was in Shenzhen, made in China, and then of course the other sensors that we have here. So that gives you a close-up look at it with a couple different warnings and things like that. And then on the side, we have an all-new crown. So it looks like this spins. It also has a button that it presses. And then we've got the power button. Let's remove the covering here and let's turn it on. So this is the power button. Let's see what we've got here. And then we'll pair it with the OnePlus 13 that we have next to it. So we have the OnePlus 13 here. I did a separate video on. We'll give it a moment to boot up. As it boots up, let's go over the materials. So we have stainless steel on the outside edge. You'll see it says Wear OS by Google. And then around the outside, we have titanium. This is a 1.5-inch LTPO flexible display covered by a 2D sapphire crystal. It's also military standard rating, so Mil Standard 810H, it's IP68, and has 5 ATM water resistance up to 50 meters. However, they do say it's not suitable for hot water showers, saunas, hot springs, deep diving, or diving in general. But you can maybe wear it in a shower that's not super warm and use it that way. Now it popped up right away on my OnePlus 13. Let's go ahead and go to Google Play. It says device app is required to start setup. And we'll go ahead and install OHealth. It says connecting to OnePlus Watch 3 after it installed. We'll go ahead and confirm on the screen, confirm here, and it says connecting to the watch. It says select country or region. That's where I live, so we'll tap continue. And then we have a health statement. We can agree to it. Then it says allow it to send you notifications. We'll do that. And then we have a permission request. We'll allow it again to find the device itself. And then we have Google terms and conditions. And now it says preparing. So we'll give it a few minutes to do that. And display wise, it actually looks pretty good here. You'll see it says pairing. We have some animation on the display. And one of the biggest things with this is its battery life. So we'll talk about that in just a moment. But you'll see it says I have read the terms above. So we have the user agreement and privacy policy. We'll just tap continue, and then it says preferred wrist. So in this case, I'll select left wrist, and then we have parental control or standard mode. Again, it says sync phone communications and calendar events. I'll allow that. And then it says your different call logs and everything else. So yes, we'll allow it. And it's continuing to prepare the watch. So it says complete the setup on your phone, and it's taking just a minute here. Now, as we're waiting for this, one of the things we have is a dual engine architecture. We have a Snapdragon W5 and a BES 2800 chipset that handles background activities and tasks and saves power. Now, power, though, on this device is what's the most impressive. According to OnePlus, it's up to 3 days of heavy usage as far as the battery life goes, 5 days in smart mode, and up to 16 days in power savings mode. So we'll have to see if it actually lasts that long, but I think that's fairly impressive overall if it can handle even 2 days of heavy usage. It says talk to your assistant with a button. So it's saying press that. So we'll go ahead and tap next. And it says it's set up. Now we can set up a password. So numeric or pattern, we'll just pick numeric. And then here we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4 for now. And we'll do that again. And that will be the password. Of course, I can change that later on. Now it says checking for apps. We have things such as WhatsApp, and we have some different recommended apps as well. So we'll go ahead and tap continue. And then we can use this for payment with NFC toward the top. And now it says you're all set up. So we can turn this on for the overall location request. So now that it's set up, let's go ahead and learn how to use the new watch. So we'll tap the check mark here. It says let's start with a swipe. Swipe up for notifications. It says nice to meet you. You can view your notifications from the watch face. Swipe down for the control center. So you'll see that there. And swipe right to go back. And it says you can swipe right from the left edge to go back from any app, tile, or other screen. Then it says learn about tiles. We'll go ahead and do that. You can access tiles from the watch face to view app data. So we can swipe between the tiles here, swipe left or right. You'll see we have a sleep tile. It says learn about side buttons, and we'll cancel this for now. And we're all set. So let's go to the home screen here, and you'll see the overall default watch face. I think it looks pretty great. Let me show you this in comparison before we take a look at some other settings. So compared to the Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra, you'll see here, side by side, this gives you an idea of size. As far as overall thickness, it seems very similar. Maybe a little bit thinner on the OnePlus Watch. And of course, it's more of a round dial than the other, but not as weatherproof. The same is true with the Apple Watch Ultra. Here's the Apple Watch Ultra 2 side by side to give you an idea of the overall size. So a very nice large display overall. So it looks pretty good there. And then, of course, we have Wear OS apps. So on the watch and the phone, we have different watch faces we can use, of course. So if we want to use this one, we could set it. Let's go back. We have a bunch of different options. So this one looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and set that. And now it looks sort of like a tourbillon. So you'll see it there. It's fake, of course, but it gives you that idea. Let's go back to this one, the metric matrix. And that's the default watch face. Now, of course, we have some new features that go along with this. So when you're pairing it with a OnePlus device, you can use it to be remotely controlling other devices. So if we go in, see what we've got here. So let's see what we've got. We can turn the crown to zoom this time around. So this is really nice. So zoom in and out, and there's haptic feedback with this as well. Touch and hold to edit the apps. So let's go in, press and hold. You've got your assistant, press again. We can move around. This looks very familiar. And if we go ahead and take a look at the camera here, we should be able to open it up on the phone. So you'll see it opened on the phone if you have a OnePlus device. So you can control certain things there. If we go back home, we can see the different options here with all the different health options, calendar, and more. This also has a new 60-second health check-in, and it includes 6 important health metrics such as heart rate, blood oxygen level, mental wellness, wrist temperature, sleep quality, and vascular age. It even evaluates fat and carbohydrate consumption in heart rate zones if you're working out, and gives you detailed insights into fat burning efficiency, workout intensity, and exercise effectiveness. So let me go ahead and try this out for about 30 minutes minutes so we can get some additional information, go into wellness, and see what we have here. I've been wearing the OnePlus Watch 3 for about an hour at this point and gathered a bunch of information, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. If we swipe over here, you can see all of the information, and here it's giving me a wellness score. Now, this is part of something that's a little bit new where we can take a look at it. You'll see current wellness, wellness curve, and it gets all of this information throughout the day and gives you an option to relax. Now, there's something new that's coming with OnePlus, but isn't available in the United States or Canada at this time. If we go to the O Health app for OnePlus, you'll see if we go into it here, we have the ECG analyzer. Unfortunately, it's not available just yet in the United States or Canada. Maybe it will be in the near future. You'll see in other countries we'll have the 60-second health check, but you'll see all of the information that it's gathered so far. Heart rate, we have mind, and you'll see here mind and body, and we also have SpO2, so we have an oxygen sensor, and then additional data, and then a baseline for wrist temperature. It takes 5 days, calories burned, and I must say that after wearing this for an hour, it's quite comfortable, and I really like the look of it. The band is fairly nice. If we take this off here, you can see you can replace it with optional bands you can get online, and you can just snap them into place. So I find these very comfortable. I might want a metal band, but this one is very comfortable. I think if there's any downsides, it might be that we don't have that one feature here in the United States yet, but the overall screen is very easy to view. It goes up to 2200 nits, down to 1 nit, and overall I'm very impressed with it, especially if it's going to last 3 full days with regular use, with heavy usage, 5 days in smart mode, which it's in currently, and 16 days in power savings mode. Hopefully the ECG feature is available, but I really like the haptic feedback, the digital crown that we have here. So let's see if we can take a closer look at it. It's got a knurled surface to it, and it's got great feedback as you're scrolling through. So I'm not really worried about scratching this or anything like that. I really enjoy it so far, and let me know what you think of it in the comments below. If you have any additional questions about the OnePlus Watch 3, let me know in the comments. I think for the price, it's one of the best values out there, as it's definitely competitive with other watches as far as its capability, the display, and more. If you'd like to get your hands on this wallpaper, this is a default OnePlus wallpaper, but I'll link it in the description. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.